I want to consider the last NBA 2K16 Wishlist video part 1 to a series that I'm starting to do where if you're not sure what I'm doing, I basically make this video of all the suggestions I have to make 2K16 great. I love 2K games. I get it every year, but there's obviously no game is perfect. There are things that can make this game a lot better. So I have a few ideas to make this game that I and the community would also love to see to make the game more interesting and probably way more popular. So let's dive right into it for episode 2. First, for the accessories, I'm saying this in my career, okay? So like the arm sleeves, the leg sleeves, the arm wraps, the hand wraps. You know that type of stuff. The colors. I don't know if it's just me, but I don't like how they stack up. Now it's very cool. I like it. I definitely think they should continue doing the, you're able to choose everything on the home tab, then the away tab. NBA home and away. I like that. But I would say one thing to do is to add more color variety. Because you have white, you have black, and then you have your team color, which if you're on like the Utah Jazz, for example, you don't like, the yellow, you may not want to use that. You don't want to use white or black, especially the white and black shade that they have is not the same white as like the San Antonio Spurs or the Golden State Warriors white. So just have it more, sorry about that, just a little edit. Just have a lot more variety with the colors. Like, maybe you should have like a tie-dye headband or a tie-dye arm sleeve or like a cheetah, like a cheetah furred like arm sleeve, like stuff like that, just to make it like way more creative. Like the creative variations you'll be seeing in my career and on the park. Next, we're going to talk about the hairstyles. I have some ideas of a few hairstyles that I want to see. First, I'm going to start off with an idea I had. The dreadlocks? If you don't know what that is, that's basically like the male ponytail, that type of stuff. One idea I have, or if you get an afro, it would be so funny if you're in an NBA game, you have that hairstyle, and as you're going to like the free throw line, you get celebrating, you're getting hype or something. Like that Hatchley hair, like waves around. That would be so funny. That would be so funny. That would be so interesting. It'll be called the most realistic basketball simulation game. Another possibility for styles that I have in mind is kind of make it something like WWE, where you're able to have a hairstyle and you're able to do multiple shadings. So this is what I mean. Let's just say you have a cornrows haircut, okay? Like a Kawhi Leonard haircut. And, on like the bottom, like near the neck area, you have it like the shade of like a red or a yellow or a pink or a tie-dye. You have like the bottom of it adds something new. It's something very creative. It's something different that I would also really like in the game. If we're able to do the, shaking the afro or that like shading idea, I would really like that. Next. So about that, my mic just fell. I would like to see more voice actors in my career story. Meaning, how in 2K15 where you're able to choose from the voice 1, the voice 2? I want to see, if it's possible, because I know it's very difficult to do that. I want to see like 5 to 10 varieties of voices. Because if you watch, 2K16 commentators, their My Career storyline and everything, this is also the storyline. you get kind of annoyed hearing the exact same voice over and over and over again. So, I mean, 2K15 it was fine because, some people had a voice 1 storyline and some people had a voice 2 storyline. It was the same thing, but the voice was different. It wasn't the exact same, is what I'm trying to get at. Next change I would like to see in 2K16 is the Jordan Rec Center. I want to see that back. And because the prom was great, but everyone likes that Jordan. Everyone loved the Jordan Rec Center. And also another thing, if you can't return the Jordan Rec Center in 2K16, at least have rep and pro-am. At least have rep, because how many Legend 5s are there? How many people are actually gonna grind to get Legend 5, play like 3,000, win 3,000 games in a year? Like, that is crazy, especially how long it takes to play one game in Park. Sometimes it takes like a half hour, sometimes to even play one game. So yeah, add rep and prime. That would make the game more enjoyable, because a lot of people can get those legends and not be able to in the past. This has been episode 2.